Ever think about your smartphone? It's not magic, it's science, specifically electrochemistry. Electrochemistry is the science of how chemical reactions create electricity and how electricity can trigger chemical reactions. It's happening in your phone's battery right now and in the battery that starts your car. Even rust on a bike is electrochemistry at work, sometimes helpful, sometimes not. Understanding this science helps us build better batteries, create cleaner energy, and protect our infrastructure. Electrochemistry is everywhere, powering our world and shaping our future. Ready to dive in? Let's get charged up. It's going to be electric. Chemical reactions are happening all around us, constantly shaping the world we live in. Like the familiar sight of burning wood in a campfire, releasing heat and light. This is a classic example of a chemical process at work. But there's another fascinating side to chemical reactions: electrochemistry. In this realm, these reactions don't just release heat, they release electrical energy, a force that powers our modern world. This electrical energy is generated thanks to the movement of tiny particles called electrons, the fundamental carriers of electrical charge. Now imagine two different chemicals, each with a unique role to play in this electrical dance. One chemical eagerly gives up its electrons, a process known as oxidation. The other chemical readily takes them, undergoing reduction, like a game of catch where electrons are the ball. Now, here's where the magic happens. When we connect these two chemicals with a wire, creating a pathway, electrons begin to flow through that wire, creating an electrical current. And that, in essence, is how we create electricity from chemical reactions. This electron transfer process is the basic engine, the fundamental principle behind the operation of batteries, those ubiquitous power sources we rely on every day. And it's also the driving force behind much of our modern technology, enabling countless devices and systems. By carefully choosing different chemicals with varying electron donating and accepting abilities, we can precisely control the speed and power, the intensity of this electron flow. This control allows us to tailor the electrical output to suit specific needs. And that's how we power everything, ranging from electric cars revolutionizing transportation to tiny hearing aids improving the quality of life for individuals with hearing impairments. Ultimately, it's all about harnessing and carefully directing the flow of electrons to do our bidding. Simple in concept, powerful in application, and virtually everywhere in our modern lives. That's electrochemistry in action, powering our world one electron at a time. The battery is your personal power plant, using chemical reactions to generate electricity. Inside, two electrodes, anode and cathode, are separated by an electrolyte. The anode gives up electrons, the cathode takes them, and the electrolyte keeps them apart. When you use a device, electrons flow from anode to cathode, powering your gadget. As the reaction continues, the battery's materials are used up. Eventually, it dies. Rechargeable batteries can reverse this process, restoring the original chemicals. Plug in your phone and you're resetting your power plant. That's how your devices stay alive day after day. Electrochemistry makes it possible. Electrochemistry, while a powerful tool, isn't always beneficial. Its effects can be a double-edged sword. Sometimes, instead of aiding us, it causes significant problems, leading to degradation and decay. A prime example of this is rust, a common yet destructive consequence of electrochemical reactions. Rust is essentially an unwanted electrochemical reaction, a process that relentlessly attacks iron-based materials. It occurs when iron gives up its electrons to oxygen and water molecules present in the environment, initiating a cascade of chemical changes. This electron transfer leads to the formation of tiny electrochemical cells on the metal's surface, acting as miniature corrosion factories. These cells relentlessly convert strong, durable iron into a weak, flaky, and brittle substance we know as rust, compromising the structural integrity of the metal. The consequences of rust are far-reaching. It weakens critical infrastructure like bridges, jeopardizes the safety and longevity of ships navigating our oceans, and degrades the structural components of cars, impacting their safety and performance. The economic impact is staggering, costing billions of dollars annually to repair and replace rusted structures and equipment. But we don't stand idly by. We actively fight back against corrosion with the power of science. Protective coatings like paint act as a barrier, effectively blocking the access of water and oxygen to the metal surface. Furthermore, galvanization provides a robust defense by coating steel with a layer of zinc. This zinc layer acts as a sacrificial anode, willingly corroding itself to protect the underlying iron from oxidation. A deep understanding of electrochemistry empowers us to develop and implement effective strategies to defend our vital infrastructure. It's an ongoing battle against nature's relentless urge to break down and reclaim our carefully constructed creations. Through scientific research and innovation, we continuously refine our tools and techniques to win this crucial fight. In the face of corrosion's destructive power, electrochemistry emerges as a vital science, saving the day and preserving our world. Electrochemistry is not just a field of study. It's a key that unlocks a cleaner, greener future for all of us. It's the science that allows us to harness the power of chemical reactions to generate electricity and drive sustainable technologies. As we move away from fossil fuels, a transition driven by necessity and a growing awareness of environmental impact, we need better ways to store and use energy efficiently and reliably. The intermittent nature of renewable sources demands innovative solutions. Grid-scale batteries, massive installations capable of storing vast amounts of electricity powered by electrochemistry, are becoming increasingly vital for stabilizing power grids and ensuring a consistent energy supply. They store solar and wind energy, capturing the power of the sun and the breeze for when we need it most, during peak demand, or when the sun isn't shining and the wind isn't blowing. Fuel cells, elegantly combining hydrogen and oxygen in an electrochemical reaction, create electricity with only water as a byproduct, offering a clean and sustainable alternative to traditional combustion. Imagine cars that emit only water vapor. A vision of clean transportation. This is happening now thanks to the advancements in electrochemistry and the development of efficient fuel cell technologies. From better batteries with increased energy density and faster charging times to clean hydrogen fuel produced through electrochemical processes, this science is driving the green revolution, paving the way for a more sustainable and environmentally conscious future. Next time you use your phone, relying on its rechargeable battery, or see an electric car silently gliding down the road, powered by a sophisticated battery system, remember the invisible science at work, the intricate dance of electrons that makes it all possible. Electrochemistry, powering our world, driving innovation, and shaping our future towards a cleaner, more sustainable tomorrow.